first time I ever went to church. My dad took us after my parents got a divorce, and that was like 6th grade. But I do remember this one time in 4th grade. I was sitting in the playground at recess talking to all my girlfriends, and one friend's like, "Oh, I'm a Mormon, I'm Jewish, I'm Jehovah's Witness, I'm Presbyterian." And we're all in a circle, and it gets to me, and I just said, "I'm nothing." And in that moment, I just sank. Like, I knew that something was missing, but I didn't know what. And so, like I said, my dad took us to church. I went to church off and on through my teens and my adulthood. And I always believed in God, but I just never really followed or ever really got it. And I think from the outside looking in, my life looks pretty good. I got the husband, I got great kids, I got to go to college. I have a house, backyard chickens, but what you can't see is that I just never really felt enough. I was always real lonely, didn't have a lot of friends, and there was nothing I could say or do, or I just could never be good enough to have kind of that good life. So I got remarried, and things were good. And after the honeymoon phase was kind of over and things just weren't enough anymore, we started to have some problems, and he wanted to go to church one day, and I said, "Yeah, let's go." And that Sunday, I remember Pastor Matt preached on community, and I kind of got this glimmer of hope, like, oh, I think this is what's been missing. And so after a few weeks, I remember driving home from church, and I was like, "So who all do you know besides Pastor Matt here? Because I feel like a celebrity every time we come in. Everyone's like, 'Oh, hey, it's great to see you. Good to see you. See you next week.'" And he told me, "Oh, nobody. That's just how they are." And I kind of started to get it, like, wow, these people really like us. And it was a few months in, I didn't get that big aha moment. I'm like, "God, what? Like, where do I fit in? You didn't save me from the depths, but, people like me that had it okay, we need Jesus too." And he flashed me back to that memory from 4th grade when I said I was nothing. And for the first time in my life, I could just so clearly see that I'm nothing was just a lie from the devil. And I had carried that with me. And I'm driving down the road going, "Oh my gosh, I'm not nothing. I'm not nothing." And right at that moment, the song on the radio starts singing, "God Really Loves Us." And I just burst into tears. I'm like, oh my gosh, like, he actually loves us. Like, that's the point. And I just got it. And so, I'm here, and our marriage has been restored. The kids love coming to church. I love seeing them talk about God, worshiping God. And, for me, I have purpose. I'm not lonely anymore. I have community here at the Father's house. I have friends. I have friends that have become like family. And so I'm not nothing here. And for me, it's imagining how my kids' life can be different. It's imagining how all of these kids' life could be different. I mean, imagine what it would look like if we could raise up a generation of kids that got to be in a place where they could experience and really know that God loves them before the world or the devil has a chance to tell them otherwise.